I am still engaged, no matter what you read in the media, with the chief of police. There's not a ring involved, but we are engaged in a process that is a process.
Well, it is a hot topic of conversation around town, Mr. Andrews. There's no doubt about that. So maybe there is a ring involved. I don't know.
It could be.
But it would be helpful to know if there's something that the board can do to assist you with this process, or...
We're winding down, Madam Chair, and I think I will work through you with other members of the board to keep you updated on that process. I'd like to set my compass, I said this before, not by what other, with all due respect to the news media, but other news media sources north of Boston set for their tone and tenor. I will set my compass by what this board has given to me as a directive to work with, and I will report back to you with when I have a result. The Model Regional Recreation Program.
Well, let me stop you there, then, if you're going on to the next one, Madam Chair.
Please.
Last week, I brought this up, and I asked for some kind of a detail about the chief, not ongoing. Basically, what you just did was we're ongoing.
We're still in that
dancing,
process.
we're engaged.
We're still in that process.
No ring involved. We did fill out an application. I'd like you to explain that application for the Management Assessment Program.
Sure.
If I have to force you to explain it, I will. Go ahead.
I'm happy to. It's a great question.
Well, that's what I mentioned last week, so that people know that
Sure.
there's many dance partners on the dance floor, and that if Mr. Stanley stays home, he stays home, and the town isn't just left abandoned. So I'd like to hear.
Sure.
Finish this thought and finish telling us what you've done.
Absolutely,
Right.
positively. And once again, and do not take my comments out of line. I was just trying to explain that contracts of this type are not negotiated in the media, and I want to be clear about that. Okay.
I'm not
So
asking you to do
I know you're not. We have been in constant touch with the Massachusetts Office of Human Resources. They've been greatly supportive of a process that is in place. That if in fact we do not have a contract with the chief.
Agreement. It's an agreement, right?
That's correct. An agreement with the chief that a so-called assessment center is a plan by which we can assess whether we have within our own ranks the ability to have superior officers respond to and rise to the occasion to the level of the position of chief of police.
Well, I'm glad to hear that you have a Plan B in action, and I'm sure the community will be as well.
And that, by the way, has been used pretty in standard to current times in other cities and towns across the Commonwealth.
Linfield, I think, was one.
You are correct.
And they would still have to pass the chief's exam, regardless of the assessment. Isn't that correct?
It's a different level of examination.
Right.
So it's given to by colleagues and by accreditors and other types of professionals in the field, and it takes it to that level. If that does not work, we can certainly ask for and get a written examination.
It would, Madam Chair, it would take the place of the written exam.
Right.
If it was approved by the Town Administrator and Board of Selectmen. And it works, it's approved through the Mass Human Resource.
Right.
It is approved for both civil service chiefs and non-civil service chiefs. As a matter of fact, it's becoming the new recommended way
It is.
to pick a police chief. And we are members now of that. We've filed our intent with this group.
That's
a
correct.
regional group. It's a regional group that's formed. So it's not, you hear all these stories in the papers about, if you don't get the deadline in right now, you have to wait till next year and all this other sort of stuff. This program can replace
Ongoing.
that. Thank you.